Hi guys! Today I want to tell you the story how I got to the idea Lost in Translation. Lost in Translation is my art series about projecting. So I project all those old slides over faces or over bodies, depends on what I want to create. But today I want to tell you how I got to the idea, because this idea is based on an old lady. It was 2015 when Mrs. Erlein just stepped into my photo studio. So she wanted to have passport pictures. Yeah, between we took her passport pictures, she was telling me that she has been traveling a lot and that she was a model in the past and she had all those little stories to tell. I was super curious to listen to her because she was a really interesting woman. She invited me to come over to her house on a Sunday because she wanted to show me all her pictures and she wanted to tell me more stories, and she seems lonely. So on a Sunday I walked over to her house and just rang the door. She opened the door and she was super smiling and she was happy seeing me. She were around a lot of boxes with all those little slides. And she told me about her life and that she was married 3 times, but she has no kids, but she loved to travel, and she said all in her life were always traveling and keep the memories with photos. So what happened actually, she pulled out this projector and she projected those pictures on the wall to show me and telling me some special stories about that. So I guess after an hour she just went out and came back with a huge bottle of liquor. And she asked me, do you want to have a shot? I'm like, yeah, okay. So what happened? We started to drink. But we had a lot of fun and she was smiling and she seems really like a happy old lady because of the fact that she has seen so many in her life, which less people have. When I was ready to leave, she asked me if I want to have her pictures. And I was confused because I didn't understand what actually she wants from me. I don't know what to do with her pictures. What can I do with pictures which are not taken by me? But I could see in her face that she felt sad, I guess because she is old and she has no kids. So I guess she was thinking in this way, okay, what's gonna happen with all my life work, right? Yeah. So I was telling her I really don't know what to do with all those pictures, but let me think about. By the time I got home, I was constantly thinking about her and her sad eyes, because I totally agree. If you are a photographer, you really want to leave something for the people later. But when you have the feeling everything you have done in your life is going to the trash, this is an awful feeling. So the next day I was still thinking about her, and I guess I made an inner decision for myself that I just want to give her the feeling that I'm taking care of her life work. So that's why I called her and I told her I'm coming over to pick up the pictures. Yeah, she was super happy that I said that I'm going to keep the pictures. She asked me, what are you doing with the pictures? And I have no fucking idea right now, but maybe I will figure something out by the time. I went to her house and picked up all those boxes and boxes and boxes. So I took them home and I had no idea where to storage all those boxes because there were so many. But I thought, okay, let me check some pictures. So I started the projector and I was focusing on the wall. And yeah, by a mistake, I just focused on my hand. So I focused on my hand and there was a picture on my hand. And I was thinking, this looks super nice. So it looks like a complete different new picture. And then my brain started thinking. I was super happy because it felt like I create something complete new. I I guess a week later, I called some people and I asked those people if they would come over because I have a new idea. I want to try something. I want to try to make a new project out of it, and if they would have time to come over to the studio and yeah, be my models, right? Yeah, they came over and I started to project pictures to their faces, and I completely renewed the pictures of Mrs. Erline. When I had 20 pictures or something like that, I called her back and I invited her to come back to my studio because I want to show her something. So she got back to my studio and I told her I did something with your work. And she said, okay, what you did? And I said, yeah, come on, I want to show you. And she was watching and she was like stunning. She was super, super happy. She had tears in her eyes because she knew all her work is in good hands. And she knew I'm doing something new out of it. And yeah, this was the story about Mrs. Erline and my new art series, Lost in Translation. Thank you for watching my YouTube video, and don't forget to subscribe and follow my Instagram profile.